Well, hi Capricorns, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Capricorns, let's find out what you can expect coming up in your life. If this reading, there you are, is a Queen of Pentacles, male or female. If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. Wow. If it does not resonate, it probably is not your reading. And I would check your moon sign because your moon sign is your private and emotional side. So, Capricorns. Wow. The overall energy of your reading is the Ace of Cups. That's a lot of love. The cup runneth over. This surrounds your entire reading. Now, let's find out why. Up here in your highest energy is the Knight of Swords. So this is a really actionable card. I feel like there's a lot of love, but not enough commitment. I feel like you're kind of becoming on guard about this. You're really looking at the Pentacle here. So I feel like you're in this state of mind where you just might, you're thinking about cutting a love relationship out because of the commitment. There isn't one, and you're looking at it and you're focused on it. This is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, Earth energy. But more importantly, this is about looking at that Pentacle and really having your eyes fixated on it. All cards are male or female. So you're looking for that security, that stability, that commitment in this relationship, because it's right next to the Ace of Pentacles. And there it is, all magnified, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. You also have the Ace of Swords. You got 3 aces in the first part of your reading. So, really looking at that Pentacle. Where's the security? Where's the stability in this relationship? The love is there, okay? The Ten of Wands, this is really becoming a burden to you by not having this commitment when the love is there. This is a good card, though, because it's a 10 of Wands. There's no 11 of Wands, because it looks like you're going to be able to drop those wands one way or another. Because remember, it's under the Knight of Swords, so you can cut this relationship out, or you go forth with your sword up, seeking the truth and the clarity of the matter, which actually help you to drop those wands. On the other side of the Ace of Cups is the Knight of Wands, and this is under the Ace of Pentacles. So the Knight of Wands is about someone who runs in and out of your life. They run in with the Staff of Passion, and they run out with the Staff of, or they run in with the Staff of Fresh Starts and New Beginnings, and then they run out with the Staff of Passion. So it's like they come and go. Very unstable type person, male or female. But I feel like they do have love for you because it's right next to the Ace of Cups. But I feel like they're not coming forth with this being more grounded, being more secure and stable, and possibly a commitment. I have the 9 of Wands below the 10 of Wands. You're coming to your wit's end. It has been a burden. You're just feeling worn out from this energy. Wow. And that's right next to the 10 of Cups. Right under the Ace of Cups. There, you know, you're really hoping that this relationship could become grounded and stable and secure with a commitment, because the 10 of Cups is about an equal exchange of love, sunshine, and rainbows. It's also about union between two people. It's a family-oriented card. There's children dancing here. And I think this is really what you were looking for in this relationship. But I feel like they're kind of like, yeah, I love you, but commitment? I don't know. Next to the 10 of Cups is the Ace of Swords. There's going to be a honest, truthful communication. That's what you're rushing out to do. Between you and this Knight of Wands, male or female, like I said. So you need to know, how can they have love for you and not want to be committed, not want to have, take the next step forward in some type of groundedness in this relationship, because the Knight of Wands is not grounded. Let's see what happens here. See what else you need to know, Capricorns. What's going on? A couple more shuffles. That first one didn't work out too well. For Capricorns. Okay, here we go. Second part of the reading. What else do we need to know? You're more than willing to work on this relationship if they are. And that's what you need to, that's what you're going to come out and tell them. You're tired of waiting for this relationship to become grounded. I can definitely see that. So what we have is the Eight of Pentacles up in your highest energy next to the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the energy of focusing and building on a relationship and trying to make things more secure, more stable, and looking toward the future and all that. Well, you've been focusing, and you want to know why they have not stepped up to the plate, because I got the Page of Wands here. And this is brewing. Like, for the bottom of your feet, it's going to come out your mouth. You're holding on to this staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, and you're wondering, what is going on here? Why is it taking so long for them to become grounded in this relationship, or even try to work on this relationship? And you've wasted, well, I would say you might be feeling like you wasted a lot of time waiting for them to come forward. Under the Eight of Pentacles is the Four of Swords. You've done healing. You spend time alone. You know, they do run in and out of your life. So you spend time alone. You have swords of truth and clarity all around you. You do soul searching. You seek advice from the universe. You pray. You meditate. It's very spiritual. It's very healing. So it's like every time they run out, you go through this place where you have to heal over and over again. I have the Queen of Swords on the other side of the Four of Swords, and under the Page of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely a truthful conversation you're going to have. Got the Ace of Swords here. You're rushing forward with that Knight of Swords. You're going to get to the bottom of this. The Queen of Swords is air, so that would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That might be strong in your chart, or their chart, or around this reading. But the Queen of Swords, this is like speaking the truth and asking for the truth. This is like, you know, trying to get a honest conversation from this Knight of Wands. And it is about whether or not you're going to be able to move forward with them. This is the whole thing that you need to know. You know, where is this going? So the Knight of Cups. See, the Queen of Swords has her hand out to the Knight of Cups. You want to know if this is a sincere love, okay? Now, I do think it is sincere, since the Ace of Cups surrounds the entire reading. But you've been waiting for it to become more than a sincere love offer, okay? So, you know, they are sincere about how their feelings, but they're just not stable. They're very flighty. And you need to find out what is going on here. Why are they treating this relationship the way they are? You know, is this really a sincere love or not? You have questions. You're tired of spending your time alone, you know, when they leave your life. You're tired of this, the ups and downs. I'm surprised the Two of Pentacles isn't here. But I have the Six of Wands under the Four of Swords and next to the Ace of Swords. This is about a relationship being seen as, like all these wands coming up in the background. These are people who see you in a relationship with this person. So this is the card for success in love. So, you know, you want success in love, but how can there be? I mean, not everybody knows what's going on in your life. They only see what's on the surface. But the commitment is lacking, and I don't think they really see that part, but they do see you as a couple. I have the Nine of Pentacles next to the Six of Wands and under the Queen of Swords. So this is part of your questioning. This is part of what you need clear answers about. Do they want to stay single? Are they happier single? And are they more grounded in just being themselves? Do they want to just kind of like sit on their pentacles? And do they just want to move through life self-confident, on their own, holding on to all their pentacles, all their own security and stability, and not sharing it with anybody. So not sharing themselves with anybody. Not really. When it comes to love, they're okay. But when it comes to commitment, they're having a problem. So next to the Nine of Pentacles and under the Knight of Cups, there's the Magician. Well, first off, let me say, listen to your intuition, because there's the infinity symbol. Your intuition really can answer a lot of questions for you. You have all the tools it takes to make a relationship work. And I think you're just wondering if they do. Because it takes two, And so it's like you might be manifesting this relationship to come together by seeking the truth and the clarity, by having this conversation. Or you're just manifesting the answers that you need in order to make decisions in your life. Let me look at the bottom card that can help me. The Hermit. Yeah, you're absolutely wondering what your path is forward. The Hermit is a card for Virgo. So Virgo might be strong in your chart or their chart or around this reading. That would give 2 for Virgo, counting the Queen of Pentacles, if we're counting. Also, the Nine of Pentacles can be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, too. But, I feel like you're just seeking the truth. Where do you want to take all these tools that you have with the Magician here? How do you want to use them? Because I don't think they've been really letting you use them. Here you are focused on, building those pentacles, but the relationship itself doesn't seem to be going anyplace. So you want to know where that commitment is, where that security and that stability is. The Hermit hears you. They have it, but I'm not showing that they're willing just yet to commit. I feel like this honest and truthful conversation is just going to enlighten you, and you might just end up just focusing on yourself. You end up giving them more time. You decide that, that they do have a sincere cup of love. Let's give it some more time. With that 7 of Pentacles being above the Knight of Cups. I think they're going to request more time to decide, to let this relationship evolve. And the Hermit, shining the lantern on the Ace of Pentacles and on you focused on building on that relationship. So that's a very spiritual card, that Hermit. So, it come to you eventually. They want more time. So this is your reading, Capricorns. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.